it downfield. It is. Oh, it's caught. John Moran in the clutch. Oh, my word. Oh, my God. Deep to right field. Way up there. And way down the sideline. Jefferson. Another huge run. Jalen Red broke tackle. Stayed on his feet.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Blake's Take with yours truly, Blake Neiman. Hope you're all having a great day, and we still have to talk about some local sports here at the Oregon coast because they are back, everybody, in a more normal setting with football in the fall instead of the spring. Finally, the Warriors wrapped up last season less than 5 months ago, and now they're back out here and getting after it again, having a jamboree for the first time in 2 years in what has been the shortest offseason these athletes have experienced in their lives. But new head coach Alex Firth made sure the Warriors got after it this summer with a new scheme and coaching staff. He wanted to make sure the team built up its chemistry going into this season. They have been in the weight room and out on the field since early June, which showed through and through in their first action of the season against Woodburn and South Albany at the Warriors Jamboree, where each offense was given 18 plays beginning at the 40-yard line. The Warriors started on offense against the Bulldogs, with senior Jake Williams opening things up with a 37-yard touchdown reception. David Griffith, who was the leading rusher for the Warriors last season, later punched in a 1-yard run to cap off an impressive drive that included a 3rd and 14 conversion on another Williams reception. Williams, in fact, with his 2 receptions, had all of the Warriors' yards through the air, while Griffith had 24 of the 39 yards on the ground total of the total 101 yards offensively for the Warriors. Philomath's defense hadn't changed one bit from last spring. Absolute domination, holding the Bulldogs to just 15 yards of total offense, all of which came on the ground, while sacking the quarterback 4 times, securing the Warriors' 12-0 victory in their first scrimmage. Now, against the Redhawks, the Warriors stayed on the field with their fantastic defense, holding the 5A Redhawks to 75 total yards, 34 on the ground, and 41 through the air. But the 2 personal foul penalties really cost the Warriors on one Red Hawk drive, ultimately allowing them to gain 30 yards of total penalty yardage, which put them in a position for a score. This now put the pressure back on the offense to respond, and they did just that once mainly through the air, with 89 passing yards from Caden Muir and Caleb Jensen this year, battling it out for the starting job. With Ty May on a 10-yard touchdown to Jensen, he opened up with a touchdown connection to Ty May to tie this scrimmage up. It would ultimately go down in the wire in this one, though, as the Warriors were down to their final 3 plays starting at the 40-yard line. It was going to take some big-time plays for the Warriors to pull off a win here. Well, the Warriors put together a spectacular 3 plays with a drop pass to Griffith, who took off for a 20-yard gain after the catch. Then, Jensen dropped back and scrambled around the pocket with Redhawks in his face, rolling out to the sideline. He was about to get sacked, but he pitched the ball to Jacob Peters, who was in the right place at the right time. He cut upfield with blockers in front of him all the way down to the 1-yard line for one final play. Everyone knew who was going to get the ball: David Griffith. But they still couldn't manage to stop it, as he punched it in on the final play to give the Warriors the scrimmage victory in an exciting fashion for the home crowd. Warriors take down the Redhawks 12-6 and go 2-0 in the Jamboree. You can tell this group, coming off a winning record last season, is hungry for a playoff berth and a chance at playing for a state title, something they didn't get to do this spring. And if we're going to be the motto of defense, winning championships, then the Warriors are in great position to do so, as the Warriors' aggressive, tenacious energy defensively breaks down their opponents and sets up their offense for success. The offense definitely needs some work on the offensive line and making Jensen more comfortable staying in the pocket, which will come with that offensive line scheme improvement. But overall, they are looking more prepared than ever before going into a season, and I'm excited to see how they show up in their first official game next week against Valley Catholic. Make sure to tune into that one. It's away, but it will most likely be here on NFHS Network. You can tune into that if you can't make the drive, and obviously I will give a recap of the game and my take on it. But overall, it's a great first start for the Warriors. I thought they did really well coming out with a new scheme, not much time of an off season to prepare, but Coach Firth and we got after it this off season, and the defense is still incredibly successful, even with the loss of the great linebacker Isaiah Blackburn and the defensive back leader Blaine Guzman. But they are still really good, really solid defensively. Nothing has changed there. Coach Stevie from last year, the defensive coordinator, is still on the staff, helping out with new defensive coordinator Coach Love. That is a great duo right there. That's bound for success defensively, and Coach Firth is really getting the offense going for the linemen and for the skill position players. Linemen are getting that technique down to really hold up a good pocket so this pass game can really thrive and be in full force action. Hope you all enjoyed this. You can catch all of more local sports and national sports on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and or YouTube. Catch me at Blake's Take on the socials, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a great day.